At least 20 people, mostly women, are feared dead in a major stampede during a religious event in Uttar Pradesh Hathras district today. The incident took place when a religious preacher was addressing his followers at a specially lit tent in Sikandara Rao town of Hathras. The religious event dedicated to Lord Shiva was held in Rati Bhanpur. As the event concluded, a stampede broke out, resulting in injuries to several people, including women and children. CMO Itta Umesh Kumar Tripathi said 27 bodies have arrived at the post-mortem house so far, including 25 women and 2 men. Many injured have also been admitted. The primary reason is a stampede during a religious event. A day after leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi's controversial anti-Hindu remarks drew nationwide anger, Prime Minister Narendra Modi replied to the motion of thanks on the President's address in the Lok Sabha amid opposition sloganeering, reiterating his government's commitment to eradicating corruption. Modi recalled the promises made when he first assumed office. Taking a jab at previous Congress-led governments, the Prime Minister said the country witnessed the politics and governance model of appeasement for a long time. The Indian Meteorological Department (IMD) has issued a red alert for all northeastern states, predicting extremely heavy rain as severe flooding continues to cripple Assam and Arunachal Pradesh due to rise in the water levels of the Brahmaputra River. According to the Assam State Disaster Management Authority (SDMA), the number of flood-affected districts in the state has increased to 19. The affected population has also increased to 6.44 lakh people. Schools in Itanagar have been closed from July 2 to July 6 due to flooding and the possibility of further landslides triggered by the rain in Arunachal Pradesh. Currently, rescue operations are underway but prove difficult due to lack of surface connectivity in Arunachal Pradesh due to landslides and flooding. United States-based short seller Hindenburg Research on Monday claimed that it has received a show cause notice outlining suspected violation over its short bet against Adani Group last year. Hindenburg Research, which had accused Adani Group of improper use of tax havens and flagged concerns about debt levels in a report in 2023, termed SEBI's notice as an attempt to silence and intimidate those who expose corruption and fraud perpetrated by the most powerful individuals in India. In our view, SEBI has neglected its responsibility, seemingly done more to protect those perpetrating fraud than to protect the investors being victimized by it, the firm said. The Delhi High Court today sought the response of the Central Bureau of Investigation on Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal's plea against arrest by the agency. The court posted the matter for hearing on July 17. Arvind Kejriwal's lawyer, senior advocate Abhishek Manu Singhvi, argued before the court that there was no need for the CBI to arrest the Aam Aadmi Party chief. The Australian government today said Albanese will not attend the summit in Washington from July 9 to July 11, marking the 75th anniversary of the founding of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization (NATO) in 1949. Albanese was invited to the meeting along with the leaders of Japan, South Korea and New Zealand, but the government said today that Richard Marles, the Deputy Prime Minister and Minister for Defence, will represent Australia at the summit. Eritrean cyclist Binyam Girmay achieved a historic milestone by becoming the first black African rider to win a stage in the Tour de France. He sprinted to victory in the third stage of the cycling event to secure victory on Monday. Girmay said his win was for all Africans. "We must be proud now, we are really part of the big races," Girmay said.